So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to give this logic, half-hand logic, where some people want to accept some portion of the scriptures, but the other portion, it doesn't appeal to them, so they reject that. Like many times people will accept, they find faults with Krishna. Oh, why did he do Ras Leela? Then we say, but he also lifted Govardhan. No, that's not true. So which scripture talks about Krishna's Ras Leela? Bhagavad. That same Bhagavad also talks about Krishna dancing on Kaliya, Krishna lifting Govardhan hill for 7 days and 7 nights. So if you are accepting Ras Leela, then we also have to accept Krishna's lifting of Govardhan hill. So conveniently people reject whatever doesn't appeal to them or they don't want to accept, and they accept whatever they want to accept. But anybody who has an open mind and he studies the scriptures can easily understand that Krishna is the supreme source of all incarnations. The hierarchy is, first is Krishna, then he expands himself into Balaram. Lord Balaram is the immediate expansion of Krishna. And then it is Balaram then who takes over. Because Krishna, being the boss, being the Supreme Lord, he doesn't want to get involved because the boss doesn't have to work. So Krishna expands himself into Balaram, and then Balaram starts creating everything, the spiritual world and everything that is necessary for Krishna's service. That's why Balaramji is also known as the Supreme Spiritual Master. He teaches how to serve Krishna with so much eagerness. And then Balaramji expands himself into Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, the first quadruple expansion. From them comes Narayan. And from Narayan comes second quadruple expansion, that is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Mahasankarshan. From Mahasankarshan comes Sadashiv, the original Shiva. And from Mahasankarshan also comes Lord Mahavishnu, who creates all the universes from his bodily pores. When he exhales, all the universes come out. And when he inhales, all the universe just go inside his body. So, the duration of one breath of Lord Mahavishnu is 311 trillion 40 billion years. That is the lifetime of Brahma. So people who defy God's existence, they challenge God, they don't even know that all the Lord has to do is just inhale and everything will be finished. Not just them, but the entire universe, the entire creation will be finished. There are countless universes with countless living entities. So we have to be grateful to the Lord for everything, especially that He has such a long exhalation period, or He holds His breath for so long that He's doing this, what is it called, where you breathe? Anunom Vilom. He's not doing Kapal Bhati. Every moment we would be dying. So Mahavishnu, he creates all the universes, and then he enters each of the universes, lies down at the bottom of the universe. From his navel, a lotus flower sprouts, and on that lotus flower, Lord Brahma is born, the first created being within the universe. And then Lord Brahma is not able to see anything. He is not able to understand the source of his origin, even though Lord Vishnu is there. So he has to qualify himself. He does tapasya, and then he is able to see everything. And this is Lord Brahma being born from Lord Vishnu. But when he recites Brahma Samhita, he understands Krishna, and Krishna also shows himself to Lord Brahma. Through his flute music, he initiates him into the Gayatri Mantra. And Lord Brahma, in his Brahma Samhita, he explains, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. There are so many controllers. Lord Shiva is also a controller, Brahma is also a controller. And anybody who has some influence or power is a controller, is an Ishwar. But who is the Param Ishwara? Ishwara Paramaha, he is very specific. Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda. He is the source of everything and everyone. He does not have an origin. He does not have a source. Sarva Karana Karanam. And he is the cause of all causes. And who is saying this? Brahma. And he is the first created being of the universe. So he knows much more than us. He has a body which is made up of intelligence. We have a body made up of 5 other elements, gross elements. And he has 4 heads to think about these things and analyze. We have 1, uncontrolled. So we cannot not believe what Lord Brahma is saying. He has seen much more than us. And he says, Ishvara Paramah Krishna. And every shloka in Brahma Samhita, that 5th chapter, he ends with explaining everyone's position in relation to Krishna. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. And he gives some nice examples to understand. He says, Diparchirevahi Dashantaram Abhyupetya Dipayate Vivrita Hetu Samana Dharma Yastadrigevahi cha Vishnutaya Vibhati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He gives this analogy to explain Krishna's position. He says there is one candle which is burning, and there are so many other candles lying on a table, for example. And we use this candle to light up all the other candles. And we keep this candle on the table. Although we will not be able to figure out the difference, they have the same illumination, same heat, same intensity. But still, there is one original candle which lit up all the other candles. And that candle is Krishna. That candle is Govindam. So Krishna and all his other manifestations, different incarnations, they are the same person, but in different roles. And still Krishna is the source of everyone. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. The Lord is complete. Even though many complete units emanate from him, he still remains the complete whole. So even though Krishna has expanded himself into so many forms, he still remains the complete whole. He is still complete. It's not that we have 1,000 rupees, we distribute 100 to some 9 people, we are only left with 100 rupees. Krishna, even after distributing 1,000 into trillions of forms, he still remains complete. That is the meaning of the word spirit, because his body is spiritual and he is the supreme spirit, Param Brahman. We are also spiritual, we are also spirit, but we are known as Brahman. And Krishna is the Param Brahman. We are the soul, he is the super soul.